There are a whole lot of different versions of the Hulk in Marvel. Actually, a surprising number of different versions. In a day where we're going to rank each and every one of them from weakest to strongest. Yeah, all of them are strong, but who's truly the strongest one there is? Well, let's get to it. What's up, guys? This is DanCo. I do fight breakdowns, power ranking videos, or more deep dives into your favorite characters and franchises, with new videos every week. So if that seems great to you, well, sit back and enjoy the video. Hit that like button if you want to, or hit the subscribe button while you're at it. The Hulk wasn't always green. In fact, he started out as gray, and way weaker than he normally is. He only comes out at night, he's actually pretty smart, and only lasted a full 6 issues. But then the Hulk turned green, and the rest is history. Still, Hulk started out as gray, and he's the weakest here. Joe Fixit is pretty much the only other time Hulk turned gray. This time when the Hulk was prevented from transforming back into Bruce Banner, and so an alternate personality showed up, Joe Fixit. He's smarter than a normal Hulk, but he has a cap on his strength as he doesn't really get stronger the angrier he gets. Also, he doesn't really do much hero stuff. Instead, just hangs out in Las Vegas working security for the casinos. The Hulk in the MCU is a lot like Hulk in the comics, but he's been through a whole lot of different transformations over the years. Starting out in the Incredible Hulk as the more savage Hulk, he eventually became an Avenger and a hero. He transformed more into the green Skaar persona in Ragnarok, and then finally became Professor Hulk in Endgame. And while he's not quite on par with a lot of versions of the Hulk in comics, he's still done some absolutely incredible things, fighting against Thor, punching Surtur in the face, or even snapping the Infinity Gauntlet. Speaking of Professor Hulk, here he is. At some point, Doc Samson, Marvel's resident superhero therapist, realized that Bruce Banner and the Hulk's different personas were at some point going to destroy each other, and so he used hypnosis to merge the different psyches, creating the Professor Hulk, the intelligence of Banner with the incredible strength and power of the Hulk. Of course, this kinda had some flaws. When Professor Hulk would get real mad, he would transform into the body of Banner with the mind of the Hulk. So not really the best combination. In the Ultimate Universe, Bruce Banner was a genius scientist working to recreate the super soldier serum that created the iconic Captain America. The serum he developed, though, didn't transform him into the newest super soldier, but the massively powerful Hulk. While Bruce would at times have control over his transformation, the Manhattan Crisis, where he killed over 800 people after he lost control, would always alienate him from the hero community. Embracing his darker nature, Banner joined forces with the Maker in his war against the world, before eventually returning to smashing in the name of good. The love of Bruce Banner, Betty Ross can transform into a giant, raging behemoth known as Red She-Hulk. So basically everyone in Bruce's life has become a Hulk at some point or another. But because Betty is a Red Hulk, that means that she isn't just incredibly strong, but she can also absorb gamma radiation from everyone around her. It basically means that she can transform any Hulk back into their human form. But while she is incredibly powerful, she was even able to fight against Worldbreaker Hulk in one of her forms, Betty has really no control over her powers and abilities, which puts her down on the list. Betty isn't the only woman in Bruce's life to become a Hulk either. Jen Walters, Bruce's cousin, was given some of his blood in a life-saving blood transfusion, but the process also transformed her into the She-Hulk. But she's just like Hulk Light. She's not as strong as the real Hulk, but she's able to transform into the Hulk at will. Doesn't really lose control while in her Hulk form. Of course, at some point or another, she can still get angry. And when she finally loses it, well, she becomes one of the strongest beings in all of Marvel. Amadeus Cho is one of Bruce Banner's best friends. He's one of the smartest people in Marvel, and he's been a Hulk 2 before, the totally awesome Hulk. He was able to drain the gamma radiation out of Bruce's body, putting it in his own body and becoming the Hulk. All the pros, none of the cons. He can change in and out of the Hulk at will. He's just as smart as the Hulk as he normally is, and just like the normal Hulk, has absolutely no limits for how strong he can become. Weapon H is basically what would happen if you took the Hulk and Wolverine and mashed them together into one character. The latest experiment with Weapon X, Clayton Cortez has been given Wolverine's healing factor, his bone claws, and every bone in his body laced with adamantium, and then the incredible superhuman strength, durability, and healing factor from the Hulk. So like easily one of the most powerful beings in Marvel. Doc Green is basically the newest version of Professor Hulk. All of Bruce's brilliance and all of the Hulk's incredible power. But Doc Green wasn't really the best guy. He decided that he should be the only one with access to this incredible gamma power. So he went out trying to strip all the other Hulks of all their power. Eventually though, Doc didn't like the path that he was headed down, and so he chose to instead go back to his normal form of the Hulk. War Hulk is one of the first bannerless Hulks out there, causing him to become the perfect target for Apocalypse, leading to the Hulk becoming his Horseman of War. And thanks to Apocalypse, Hulk got a massive increase of power in his base form. But the flip side is that his power actually has a limit because he can't get stronger the angrier that he gets in this form. While on the planet of Skaar, Hulk fell in love and they were about to have a kid. An explosion took his wife's life, but before she ended up dying, she gave birth to 2 children, one of them being Skaar. And with 2 powerful parents, Skaar gained incredible powers from both of them. He inherited his dad's incredible superhuman strength, but gained his mom's gift of tapping into the old power, basically being empowered with the planet itself, which led to his infamous 100 trillion ton punch. During the Axis event, we met Kluh, a version of the Hulk who wasn't empowered by anger or rage, but by sadness and depression. He's Sad Boy Hulk. And for being fueled by sadness and not rage, Kluh is actually incredibly violent and brutal. He wasn't really around for very long, but it took a ton of different heroes to stand up to him in a fight. Thunderbolt Ross has always been Hulk's #1 adversary, and he really cemented that when he transformed himself into a Hulk 2 just to fight Hulk on equal terms. As the Red Hulk, he takes all of the Hulk's strength, speed, durability, and his healing factor, plus Thunderbolt Ross's intellect, so while he's an incredible threat. On top of that, Red Hulk has the powers of thermokinesis, and he's got energy absorbing powers too, going on a rampage that took Thor and Hulk combined to take him down. In Old Man Logan, we got an apocalyptic version of Marvel where the Hulk rules what's left of the US, well, the Hulk and his family, who he had with his cousin, She-Hulk. There's a whole lot of inbreeding going on in this story. While in his Hulk form, well, he is big, and I mean big. He's so big, in fact, that he could pick up Wolverine and swallow him whole with just one bite. Of course, that's ultimately how Wolverine is able to beat him. But considering that while just in his banner form, he's easily as strong as the base Hulk, well, it's safe to say the Old Man Hulk is pretty powerful. Maestro is another evil version of the Hulk from the future. This one from about 100 years in the future, after a nuclear war wiped out almost every superhero on Earth. Now, Hulk wasn't just a smart Hulk here, but he was also insane. Insane from all the radiation that he had absorbed. He was able to easily beat the normal Hulk, but he's got a limit to his max strength because Maestro can't get stronger the angrier he gets, because his insanity puts a cap on it. When the Unipower bonded with the Hulk, well, Hulk became the newest Captain Universe and turned blue in the process. And just like every other Captain Universe before him, well, the Hulk is incredibly powerful. The Unipower boosted his strength, but it also gave him telekinesis, the ability to fly, telepathy, becoming an almost unstoppable force. After Hulk was sent to the planet Skaar and found happiness as Green Skaar, well, all that was stripped away from him in an instant. And who does he blame but the Illuminati and the heroes of Earth, filled with more rage and anger than he'd ever experienced before, and so stronger than ever before. Hulk and his warbound warriors set course for Earth to seek revenge on everyone he holds responsible for destroying his world. In one of the weirdest versions of the Hulk out there, Bruce Banner realized that while the Hulk was immortal, he wasn't, and so Bruce's mind took control of the Hulk's body, and with a whole bunch of tech, he was actually able to augment the Hulk and reshape his mind into a control room. Now inside the Hulk's mind, Bruce Banner sits as the trusty captain of the Starship Hulk. Known as the Hulk's Hulk, or the deadliest of all the Hulks, the Titan Hulk is where the Hulk is pushed to the limit of his rage. It's like when Bruce gets angry and turns into the Hulk, while the Titan Hulk is what happens when the Hulk gets angry. And while we haven't really seen much from him, this all easily makes him one of the most powerful versions of the Hulk out there. In an alternate reality in Marvel, Space Punisher Hulk is easily one of the most powerful versions of the Hulk ever. He's considered to be the greatest threat to the universe since Galactus himself, and really proved that by absolutely annihilating a group of Watchers, who were way more powerful than the normal universe's Watchers. The Immortal Hulk is a powerhouse among powerhouses, standing head and shoulders above every other version of the Hulk. He was created because of Bruce's and the Hulk's countless deaths and rebirths, and in the process, while the Devil Hulk was able to lock away all the other personalities, becoming Immortal Hulk. He comes out every night like some sort of villain from a horror movie, and has some scary new powers. One of the greatest healing factors you'll ever see, the ability to destroy an entire planet in an instant, and even enough power to stand up to the one below all. As World War Hulk got more and more angry and more powerful, Hulk eventually transformed into World Breaker Hulk. He was easily more powerful than every single hero on Earth, even most all of them combined, and each step that he took was threatening to break the world in half. And World Breaker Hulk did eventually live up to his name too, shattering worlds with just the shockwave of its attacks. But the strongest version of the Hulk, well, it's not World Breaker Hulk, but the Breaker of Worlds, or the Hulk God. This is the Hulk's ultimate form. It's actually the one below all, possessing the Hulk. He's way more powerful than Galactus, Franklin Richards, Mr. Immortal, any top tier character in Marvel. He can smash entire universes in an instant. He's so big that he towers over planets and galaxies. He's basically immortal, and is the physical incarnation of destruction. No doubt about it, Breaker of Worlds is definitely the strongest one there is. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.